and you will find your true love will be someone who cares for you and wants to make you happy. Then when your heart says it loves only you, and when it says he won't make you blue, then ask your heart if your love is true, just as his heart loves only you, just as his heart loves only you. I'll never let you go. Why? Because I love you. I'll always love you so. Why? Because you love me. No broken hearts for us.
Good evening and welcome in. My name is Albany Irvin. I am so pleased to bring you Health and Love with Frankie Avalon tonight. We are going to feature Frankie's fruit and veggie essentials, but most importantly, Frankie has agreed to take us on a walk down memory lane. Now, as you're walking and experiencing and chatting, I want you to take a look at the comments below because Frankie's going to be answering you as you chat along. We're going to have a couple of little quizzes to see who all's watching with us tonight. But we are thrilled to kind of get a behind the scenes look and experience Frankie Avalon's life because this is something that has been so important to him for years. In fact, Frankie, are you with us?
I am here, Albany. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. Exciting, isn't it?
So wonderful. Oh my goodness. You and I have been chatting and we've been talking about our love and our passion and really dedication to health and wellness as a lifelong part of our entire existence. And I was so tickled to hear how even 40 years ago, you were handpicking herbs and ingredients to make sure that you had the energy and the health and the wellness to do all the things you do.
And still do.
Yeah.
Albany, you're so right. You know, I was watching that opening clip there. You got me as a young boy. Yeah. I figured looking at that, I finally grew into my ears because I had such big ears, you know. But I think my face got wider or something like that. But getting and talking about the health and wellness, I've been doing it for 45, 50 years, really.
Yeah.
I started looking at a place in North Hollywood where I used to live. It was called Herb and Vitamin Products. And I went in there and became just amazed about what I started doing to keep myself in shape for a long, long time. 65 years I'm doing what I've been doing and still doing it. And I really relate that to the fruits and vegetables and a lot of the other things that I've been doing, which we'll get through.
Okay, so as we get started, I want to say a quick shout out to Cassie and Shops a Lot and Raymond. We see you. Frankie, give him a big wave. Here's my first question of the day. You'll get a cyber high five and a shout out for Frankie for this. If you can type in the chat, what was Frankie's first recording? And I kind of want to go all the way back. And selfishly, you know, I'm a Texan, so we're going to ask you about some Texas things. But I want to start with the fruit and veggie essentials because tonight during this show only, Frankie, we're going to do a 20% discount. We are doing free shipping and handling. And to be able to put the word essentials, this product is unlike anything on the market. So we're going to kind of demystify that. We don't want to talk about other people. What we want to do is talk about what makes yours different and why this is an essential. And I will say this, in case you're watching, this only requires 2 capsules. I know a lot of the other folks out there are requiring you to take 6 or even 8. You're going to see the buy button right there on your screen if you want to get it. 2 things I need to tell you. The 20% goes away at the end of the show. And number 2, Frankie's generous, but he didn't make a whole bunch of these. This is a very limited quantity. So when we run out, we run out. I highly recommend, if you want the deepest discount, get the 2-pack serving. And if you're like me, I'm in my 50s, Frankie, don't tell everybody, but I'm in my 50s. I want this in the hands of my my college students, my young adults. I want my husband to have it. So if you want to pick up the 2-pack while we have it, you may pick up more than 1 pack tonight. And I do encourage it, because once you get started and really feel the difference, and I guess that's where we'll start, Frankie, because when you talk about fruits and veggies,
well, first of all, let me interrupt you for
servings.
1 second, Albany.
Yes.
You're making the right choice for your children,
Yeah.
for your relatives, for your friends. It really does work. And I've been doing it for years and years and years. We'll show you. We'll go back with some clips of mine, how long ago I did this stuff. And I'll tell you what, you will feel the difference by only taking 2. You don't need, like you were just, I'm just going to reiterate, and the pricing is very affordable because we want you to have it. There's no middleman, Albany.
No.
It's my company, it's my product here. So I'm able to do this because the other things that we see on television, there's millions and millions of dollars, and their price point is probably somewhere around double mine, $90. I don't know what it is, but I know it's a hell of a lot more.
So I'll say one quick thing, and then I want to jump into a little bit of a background, because not only is theirs more expensive, but yours is non-GMO. It's vegan friendly. There's nothing synthetic. So when you think about it, and so Frankie and I were talking about his schedule. Girl, I can't even keep up with the schedule that Frankie's got. I mean, you're still performing. So let's actually stop for a minute. Let's go back 40, 50 years when you had to hand select and hand source fruits and herbs and the ingredients really to fuel your life and the schedule you were keeping then. I think we even have a video of you doing that.
Yeah, I want you to get to that. But in the meantime, again, to reiterate exactly what you're talking about, these other products. They don't have what we have, the quality of the nutrients that we give in our 2 capsules a day. A lot of these other products out there, the way they dehydrate the fruits and the vegetables, and then they put them into a capsule form, in a powder form, you're getting a bite. In my product, you're getting every bit of a fruit and vegetable that we have, and there's 8 different essential fruits and vegetables that you're getting the full nutrients.
Okay, so Ella's joined us. Bernie has joined us. This is such a big deal because you are getting the equivalent of 30 fruits and vegetables. You're going to get this in 1 serving. In fact, in case you're wondering, we're not talking about ginormous horse pills. These are traditional size capsules. And if you're a bit like me and don't love taking capsules, you actually can open this, put it in your smoothies, sprinkle it on your yogurt, which also makes it very child-friendly. Yes, or anybody that's older that doesn't like to do that. You know, I see you guys guessing. You haven't gotten the first recording yet, but keep guessing. Frankie, when we talk about your schedule and your passion for health and wellness, this isn't something new. This isn't something that you just said, I'm going to put my name on. You have been an integral part, because energy and fueling your body is truly life and wellness.
Well, exactly. Listen, you don't realize how important your health is until you lose it. I've always been a firm believer of things that are natural that really give you the opportunity to have a lot of energy. Because like you said, Albany, in my scheduling, don't forget, when I play a day, say I play 30, 40 days a year, which I do, I've got to get up early in the morning to catch an early flight. I've got to travel from where I live here at least 3 hours to get to an airport. I've got to stay there 2 to 3 hours in front of that. I have to fly 4 or 5 hours going back east or around this country. And then I get to a hotel. I get myself some sleep. But next day, I'm on stage for an hour and a half. And I want to tell you something. I don't just stand there like a Victrola, you know, with a, I mean, I really move around and I get around and I really feel the difference by taking my fruits and vegetables, and I will never stop.
So I want you to imagine listening to Frankie's schedule. If you have 2 of these, you're getting the equivalent of 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. You didn't go to the grocery store. You didn't have to wonder where were the vegetables and the fruits sourced from. These are vegan friendly. It's non-GMO. Frankie, I have to stop for just a second because I see everybody making comments. It's not Teacher's Pet. It is not Venus, if you're asking. But selfishly, as we're taking a trip down memory lane, I'm coming to you from Austin, Texas today. I happen to know that you have a tie to Texas with John Wayne. Would you mind telling that story?
Well, yeah, I had the opportunity of being in the motion picture, directed, produced, and starring
Yeah.
the Duke himself, John Wayne. What
Oh.
an experience that was for me. I mean, I'm a kid from South Philly, neighborhoods, row houses and all that stuff, playing stickball and all these kind of games in the streets there. All of a sudden, I'm on a horse in a picture with John Wayne. Now, what was great about it, he took me aside. He said, Frankie, have you ever done a lot of horseback riding? I said, no, I haven't. He said, well, I'll tell you this, kid. Well, you watch me and you'll see how I can ride a horse and you'll do the same. So he gets on his horse and he says, well, you got to sit like this. You got to make sure that your shoulders just kind of bounce like you got a hanger there. And he really taught me how to ride a horse because I was on that set for 4 months in Brackettville, Texas. I mean, with a great cast. And it was an experience I'll never, ever forget.
Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what, as you're
by the way,
watching.
I'm going to interrupt you. Look at this. See this? I brought this along. John Wayne, at the end of the film, this is what I wore for 4 months as Smitty, the character that I played. And he gave this to me and said, this will make you remember the Alamo.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So many of us grew up watching your movies, listening to you play, listening to you sing. And as you've talked about this, I mean, you're so vibrant and even your energy now is amazing. One of the things that I really appreciated and I felt like was key is how you get the nutrients, because there are other companies that aren't really using the full ingredient and they're actually kind of wasting the good stuff. Would you share that with us, what your process is?
With a lot of these other companies, what they do is they pick the fruits, they pick the vegetables, and like I said, they cold press them, dehydrate them, and put them in capsule form, powder form. Now, what you're getting is just like I said before, a bite of what a carrot is. Now, I'm giving you the example of our product. Our product, say the whole carrot. What we do is we juice it for you, which means we take all the water out. We keep the color of whatever fruit or vegetable. That's very important. That's the nutrients. And what we do with that is we dry freeze it, and then we put that. We're getting the full carrot or whatever vegetable or whatever fruit that you're getting the fruit and vegetable condensed into one capsule at a time. That's it.
So speaking of one capsule at a time, Jimmy just said yes. Jimmy just ordered the 2-pack. Here's what I can share with you. My producer's giving me updates. This 20% discount is only good for this show. You can pick up the 1-pack at $31.95, or you can pick up a 2-pack. And this is a full month supply. So I want you to think about this for a minute. What does it cost you to go to the grocery store and gas? Source all of the things. And at this point in time, would you have to go to a farmer's market? And how would you know that it's non-GMO, that it's the full ingredients? And let's not forget this one. How much chewing would you do? I mean, you couldn't even eat that many fruit. This is 8 servings. Doesn't it feel good to know you're taking care of your body, taking care of your parents, your children, your spouse? And this is a very simple and easy way to do that. Now, Frankie, one of the things I noticed was the size. These are the very small capsules, and they are vegan friendly, non-GMO. Is there sugar in here?
No sugar, unless there's some sugar from the fruit and vegetables, which is natural, which is absolutely natural. But, in going to a grocery store, like we all do to eat, to survive, you go into the fruit and vegetable department there. You know that all of these products there, fruits and vegetables, in all of these supermarkets in our country here, they only last 6 days. Oh yeah. The fruit and vegetable department has to discard them because they get wilted, they get moldy. We pick and choose exactly fresh from the tree, from the ground, and we put them in the 2 capsules there, and that is fresh and best nutrients that you can get.
So here's another thought. I picked this up, and I don't know where you are and where you're watching, but in Texas today, I picked up a few fruits and vegetables. Do you know that this cost me more than $10? For $1 a day, and less than $1 a day if you're picking up the 2-pack, you're getting 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. And not only that,
and not only that, Albany, but if you don't eat them within a 6 to 3, 4, 5 day period, it's going bad. They wilt, They get moldy. I'm telling you, it's not the same thing. You've got it all done and it's finished for you to take.
Here's the great news. When you pick these up, you're going to feel the energy. If you've been feeling a little sluggish, if you've got that brain fog, if you're thinking, I just need that little cup of coffee, but I don't want the crash, this is such a healthy way to add those fruits and vegetables. Speaking of a crash, I was thinking of you last Sunday watching the Super Bowl, knowing good and well that you performed a Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
Talk about needing energy. Tell me about that experience.
Well, my beautiful co-star that we made so many films together and such friends till the end, Annette Funicello. We did the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 23. So, you know, that's many, many years ago, many moons ago, Robbie Stadium in Florida. And we did a beach party medley because of the fact that we made so many of the beach party, Muscle Beach Party, all the beach party pictures. And the theme was sun, sand, and surf. Now, we rehearsed everything and we were ready to go on. And, you know that there's going to be in front of 100 million people, so to speak, whatever, right? So we're just about ready to go on and we're waiting to be called to get on stage to do our routine. And Annette looks at me and she says, Frankie, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. And I took her by the arms like this. And I said, Annette, listen to me. This is going to be wonderful. It's going to be exciting. You know why? Because people love you. She said, really? I said, Annette, believe me, I travel all over the world. People love you. It gave her that satisfaction. And she went out there and was a trooper. Great.
I love that. If you're ready to check one of the to-dos off your list, let's let Frankie help us today. No longer do you have to worry about, am I getting my fruits and vegetables? When you take one serving a day, which is simply 2 capsules, not 6 capsules like some of the other brands out there. And I know you know what I'm talking about because I see you talking about it in the chat. But this is one way to check mark and say yes to you today, to make sure you're getting that energy, to know that you're doing something good for you and your family. Now, I want to share one more thing. This 20% discount, if you're just now joining us, this 20% goes away at the end of the show, and we have a very, very limited number of these to go around. Sure.
And free shipping.
And free shipping and handling.
Yeah, that's great.
But go ahead and pick up the 2-pack. That's the biggest savings today.
You know what, Frankie? Albany? I want to tell you how I utilize this product here and been utilizing for years. I take 2 a day. You know when? Afternoon. Because I figured this. I figured, I sleep 6 hours, 8 hours, whatever I can. If I'm busy or whatever, I get up. I've had my rest. So I've got the energy. I'm fine. But the middle of the day, I get a little bit lethargic. And I say, now's the time. And I take my 2 capsules in the middle of the day, 3, 4 o'clock for me, wherever I am, or wherever time zone I'm in. And it really gives me the energy to last me all the way until I have to go back to sleep and get some rest.
Okay, I want to start, and I'm going to bring some of the folks in. Natural Treasures just bought the 2-pack. I'm so excited for you, Natural Treasures. Frankie, we're going to have to solve it. You're going to have to solve the riddle here, because I asked at the top of the show, what was your first recording? Cherie thought it was Teacher's Pet, or why? Raymond wants see some moves. So if you have a couple of tunes and lines in you, we can give some moves. Lisa thinks it's Swinging on a Rainbow. None of those are right. What was your first recording?
No, actually, see, now you got to differentiate. You've got to differentiate my first recording. My first recording, I was a trumpet player.
Yes.
You're up there. And I played my trumpet on the Jackie Gleason show twice. One on his show, the next time on the Honeymooners. So as a musician, that was my first record. Whoever said my first recording was right with Teacher's Pet. It was from a motion picture that I was with Rocco and the Saints, and we auditioned. We went to New York. We auditioned for this picture, and Aaron Schroeder, who wrote the song, we had played a few songs for them. And Aaron Schroeder said, Frankie, you're the singer. I said, I sing a few of the songs. He said, do you read music? I said, yeah, I'm the trumpet player. So we get by the piano, and he plays, "Don't want to be a teacher's pet, but won't know who teacher's pet won't do. Just want to get close as I can get." And that was my first record. They hired us. They paid it. We were 8 guys in the group, and they hired us. They paid us, I think it was $175 we got for the whole band.
Oh, my word.
And we were rich then. Yeah.
So I don't know if it's Cherie or Sherry. It's Cheri. You have to give her a cyber high five and a shout out because she got it. She got it.
Okay, Sherry, you got it. You win.
So here's our next one in the chat. If you guys can get it, what was his last recording? What was the last recording? And if you know where it was used, hey, double high five. You know, speaking of all your recordings, it blows my mind when you think about how young you were and how musically talented. And then you hear about the Super Bowl, you hear about Paramount Theater, the Copacabana. Would you mind sharing some of those live events? Because I feel like that live really allowed you to connect.
Okay. No, when I became Teen Idol, and the girls are screaming and all this other stuff, and Frankie and fan clubs, and all this, you know, I really honestly didn't know how to handle that. It was more embarrassing to me. Please don't scream, you know. But what had happened was after a couple of years of being a teen idol and doing some motion pictures and so forth, I said, I want to go further. I want to expand my talent, and I want to learn more about my talents. So I went to a man, Nick Castle was his name. He was a great choreographer, motion pictures, and would write material and build an act so you could play the Copacabana. So that's what I did. I took myself about 6 months. I worked with him, had a whole, here he is, Frankie Avalon. We'd be in a little studio, and I'd sing, "I'll Take Romance." I would say, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show, Frankie Avalon. And I've got some songs to sing for you," and all this other stuff. Well, the first appearance I had after all of this rehearsing was in Washington, D.C. And at my opening, you got to hear this, was Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet. They weren't even married yet. And what talents they were. And my good friend Annette Funicello and her mom, Virginia. So they play my introduction, "Da da 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 Avalon," which is my theme song. And here he is, Frankie Avalon. And I sing, "I'll Take Romance," and I sing. And then I go to say hello to the people. This is how it came out. "Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you so much." I was so nervous. I could sing, but I couldn't talk. I was so nervous. So that's my first experience as a Copacabana star.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
You know, if you're loving these stories, if you're enjoying hanging out with Frankie tonight, let us know in the chat. I know Gabriella just got a 2-pack. Today's the day to say yes to you. If you've thought, "Oh my goodness, I don't know how to start on my health and wellness journey. Where do I start? How do I know that I'm getting what I really need?" Here's what I can share with you. After having spent quite a bit of time with Frankie and chatting with him, he is sourcing the right ingredients. These are vegan friendly, non-GMO, no sugar. It is 2 capsules a day. So I want you to imagine how you're going to feel. In fact, Gabriella, Raymond, if you picked them up, I know, Hannah, I think you picked up some. I want you to join us on our next show and tell us how you feel. Frankie, when you add 8 servings of fruits and vegetables, you know, I was thinking about this. We don't sacrifice on the kind of gas we put in our car. We go get the oil changed. We wash it. Sometimes we forget to put gas in our body. We forget to fuel ourselves, but you've given us the essentials.
Yes, and it won't interfere with anybody's taking any kinds of different medication. It's all natural fruits and vegetables, which is very important to know, too. Now, I got a call yesterday from my sister, Teresa, and she lives back in South Jersey there. And she said to me, "Frank, I don't have any more fruits and vegetables." I said, I'm sorry. So I got on the phone. I called some of our people. I said, "Send them my sister," because she's my sister. I sent them to her. I said, "Do you miss it?" She said, "I'm telling you, Frankie, when I don't have them and I don't take them, I really feel the difference." So there's the answer right there. Yeah.
You know, it does make a difference. And we were talking about it, even if they're just tiny habits, if you do one thing for yourself today, I'm going to show you those live. Look at this. This is the size of the actual pill. It's not much bigger than my thumbnail. So the other good thing is, and I'm not going to pour it out right here, but you can actually open these up, sprinkle them on your yogurt, sprinkle them on top of your salad. You're still getting all of those nutrients. And I think a big thing, if you're just now joining us, and we'll go back to a story in just a second. But Frankie, this is something that caught my attention. Some of the other companies out there that are saying they're doing something similar, they're not harvesting the fruits and vegetables the same, for lack of a better word. But the other thing that's a little bit scary is they're using synthetic ingredients. This is all non-GMO. So there's no genetically modified. There's all natural. So can we talk a little bit about that?
Let me show you this.
Okay.
This is my packaging of about 35 years ago. That's how long I've introduced this to the country. The packaging, it says Fruits and Vegetables Essentials, Frankie Avalon's Health Makeover System. This I introduced. So I didn't jump on board because somebody else has these and you see them advertised on television or hear it on the radio. I started this here in this country, and I guarantee you that a lot of people took heed to what I was doing with this kind of a product, and they now all over the television. That's it.
You know, one of the things that I know I appreciate, and I'm looking, Mary just said she loves your family stories and so genuine. One of the things I appreciate is I've been in the home shopping business for 25 years. I've seen a lot of products come and go. But when I was talking to you and you said to me, my family takes it, my sister takes it, my children take it, I thought, okay, now we've got something that when you feel that confident, and oh, by the way, there's a lot of companies that just came out with this. You've been with this idea for 40 years. This has been something that you're passionate about. And again, if you're saying to yourself tonight, I need energy, I need to feel rejuvenated, I want to do one small thing for me, the 2-pack is $47.95.
Yeah.
So you're going to get 2 months worth. That's less than $1 a day to give yourself 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. I mean, how many servings of fruits and vegetables are you actually getting today? Today's the day to say yes to you. I just got distracted because I'm seeing some of your memorabilia in there. I believe you have something from Clint Eastwood behind you or near you. Can we talk a little bit about Rawhide?
Oh, no, I don't have anything that Clint that gave me or whatever, but I'll tell you a little bit about Rawhide. I was doing the segment of Rawhide with Clint, who was Rowdy at the time. And in the script there, I played a bad kid. And in the script there, it says that Rowdy, I'm at the water's edge and I got my shirt off and I'm splashing my face like this. And all of a sudden this horse comes up and I look up and it's Rowdy. It's Clint Eastwood there. He gets off the horse and he goes for, and I go for my gun, and there's in the script, there's a big fight scene. Before we even started to rehearse that, Clint Eastwood says to me, Frankie, come with me. We go in front of the director and he says to the director, Frankie, how tall are you? I said, well, it depends, with heels or without. I said, I'm about 5'6", 5'7". He said, I'm 6'3". In this script, he says to the director, if I would take what we have to do in this script here, people would hate me. So we've got to change that. He said, do you mind if I do what I want to do with this fight scene? So I go for my gun. He knocks me into the water. He takes me by the hair and dunks me, holds me, and I'm splashing, pulls me up. I breathe, back again down like this, up and back. And that's how we did the fight scene. Yeah. That's why he made a great director. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my word. That is such a great story. I'm looking at some of the comments again. Pam just said, these are the best vitamins. We feel so much better when we're on them. We actually have some testimonials. I'm here to tell you that I'm a wellness advocate. I've had wellness TV shows. I love anything that allows us to get our health back and to take care of this one body that we've been given. I am not your doctor, but what I can tell you is look at these customer testimonials. I ordered fruits and vegetables, and OMG, I have my energy back. I sleep better, and I just feel so much better. That one's from Dawn. One of the things that I noticed, and again, I'm not your doctor, I'm just your neighborhood wellness TV host, and Frankie is my he's my giver of good things today because these are amazing. Frankie, I'm hearing a lot of people say that, well, let me read this one. I live a very healthy lifestyle. I exercise. I'm using these supplements, and I started losing my long anticipated weight. I feel like $1 million. When you see this and you hear what people are, how they're transformed, I'm hearing energy, I'm hearing regain my wellness, and I'm hearing sleep. That's what it comes down to when you get all natural ingredient. It's like your body's been craving this.
You're balancing all the enzymes in your body, all the cells in
Right.
your body. Yeah, that's why. It works both ways. It gives you energy, but then at night you go to rest, you rest. Look,
Mm.
Albany, I'm 83 years old. Young. When I say old.
Young.
Young. Yeah. And for all these years, I've had this regiment of doing all of these kinds of things, which I got more to bring on someday as we talk more and more and communicate about the fruits and vegetables and other things that I do. But this has been one of the most important things for me for the last 45 years. I can't even go back how many years ago it's been.
You know, when I hear that, we live in a time where you see social media and you scroll and everybody says they have a quick fix. What I really appreciate about you, Frankie, is you're saying, you know what? There is no magic wand, but when you have the right tools, when you have the right ingredients, you can have the energy. You can revitalize your health and wellness. You can get that sleep. And I'm so grateful that you're making these available. I mean, you've been doing it for 40 years, so thank you. But B, today, you have extended a no middleman, lower price. And then on top of that, you took 20% off the price and free shipping and handling. So what I'll say to you, if you're watching right now, what do you have to lose?
Yeah.
Give this one a try. I highly recommend getting the 2-pack because you and your significant other, you and your parent, you and your child, you don't want to start this and then have someone say, hey, wait a second, why didn't you get me some? Isn't my wellness important?
Yeah.
But let's talk about how easy this is to integrate into your lifestyle. How do you take it? I know you said in the afternoon, do you always take the pill or do you sprinkle it maybe in a smoothie or on yogurt?
No, I take the 2 in the afternoon. That's my regimen there. But people, you know, some say I take 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. Depends. You could try either which way, my way or somebody else's way or your own way. But the thing is this, the reason why you're getting all of these wonderful natural benefits is because it deals with the cells in your body. Fruits and vegetables, we've been told time and time again from the FDA, get your amount of fruits and vegetables per day. We don't. It does make a difference, and it will make a difference for you, I'm sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is one of those great opportunities. We're going to come back to these in just a minute because Frankie has an entire season, a series, I'll say, excuse me. He's so committed to love and health and wellness. Frankie, I am looking at a screenshot of you and Groucho Marx. Would you share a little bit about that backstory and what it was like working with Groucho?
Well, okay, I was just starting out, and if you ever see that show, it's on YouTube or one of those things. And it was a show of contestants where you play a game. And Groucho Marx, who's a very funny man, witty as can be, and I'm one of the guests. And a young lady, young gal came on with me, and we were trying to win some money for her or whatever. I found him to be hysterical. I mean, everything that came out of my mouth when the camera wasn't on was hilarious. You know, he was Groucho Marx with a cigar, you know. I mean, I was so thrilled. And if you ever see that on YouTube or whatever, you could see how young and naive I was just starting to get into business. It's a great piece.
I love that. We're going to have to write this one down. And here's why we all shop and talk together. Market is so great about kind of giving us this social element to shop and share and experience stories. But okay, let's write this one down. We don't really know who Lisa is, but she's in the chat. She sprinkles it on her popcorn. What a sneaky way to get fruits and vegetables to your family. I mean, do you have a family member that doesn't want to take pills, that doesn't want to exercise, that doesn't want to get well, that just kind of wants to be a Groucho? Well, these you can actually open up the capsules, and I sprinkle them on yogurt. You can sprinkle them on your salads. You only need two of these capsules a day to get 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that, Frankie.
You know what, Albany? Here's another thing. When you receive your fruits and vegetables, take the cap off, and before you even take them, just smell. You will smell fruits and vegetables.
Oh,
you can smell
my goodness.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing.
Oh, my word. I've never smelled it. It does smell like fruits and vegetables.
Yes, yes, yes.
And you know what? That's really cool because have you ever taken something that stinks or it gives you that kind of that burp thing after and
Or
you're thinking,
that
holy
vitamin
smokes.
smell. Yeah, no, yeah. We all know what that is,
No,
you know.
thank you. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That is terrible. You know, if you're just now joining us, this is such a neat opportunity. These are fruit and veggie essentials. And why was it called that? Because fruits and vegetables are paramount. Those are the fuel that your body needs. But sadly, we're busy being wives and husbands and parents and siblings and employees and Uber drivers and pancake makers. We don't have time to go to the store and source non-GMO, natural ingredients. And then think about that. Who has time to chew and pack 8 fruits and vegetables a day? You're getting all of that. And this is such a natural, healthy alternative. And knowing that you don't use any synthetic ingredients is so wonderful.
No, and affordable. I mean, I got
right?
make sure that you understand that because these other products out there are double the price, and you've got to take 3, 6, 8 pills a day. Some want to take 2, some want to take 4, some want you to take 6, some want you to take 8. You know, I'm not focusing on one. There are a lot of people that's jumped on the bandwagon now of this product of mine that I'm telling you, I'm probably the first to come out with fruits and vegetables.
So look at this. 2 pills is 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. And I pulled my phone out just because I don't want to do mental math. I don't trust myself. I am excellent at lip gloss, but do not ask me to do math. If you do the 2-pack, okay, 79 cents per serving. You can't buy 1 apple for 79 cents.
Yeah.
You buy the 2-pack today. Now, here's what I'm going to get an update for. I've got George in my ear, and he's helping me produce the show. He says, listen, we have a limited number of these. We're doing free shipping and handling. When this show ends, which is going to happen in about 10 minutes, we're not going to offer this discount anymore. We're not going to have the free shipping anymore. Today's the day to say yes to you. You know, February, Frankie, is that time of year where we've kind of fallen off of our New Year's resolutions.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And today you can say, yeah, we can get right back on. This is not only a limited edition, but we're only doing it on MARKET.live. So this is the only place. And Frankie, I just want to give you a heartfelt thank you because yesterday I couldn't get this price. In 10 minutes, I can't get this price. And it's all because you decided to offer this.
And the most important thing, I can't wait to get the results from the people that have been watching us talk about this product here and what it does for you. That when we come back again from time to time, Albany, we'll be back together talking about fruits and vegetables. I want to hear what the people are going to say. And I know they've been saying it to me for years and years. Frankie, it really does work. I do feel the difference. That's the importance.
You know, we're seeing the testimonials. You're reading the testimonials in the chat live. So we had a trick question earlier. Cupid was that first recording. We talked about the trumpet Sorrento. The last recording, let me see if I can give a little, hint. Anybody picking up on what I'm doing? I'm putting a little, Anybody know what that last recording is? What was it? Beauty School Dropout? Was that your last recording?
Yeah. It was from the motion picture Grease, where I played Teen Angel. And you know what?
I love it. What?
This year is 45 years ago. It was released from Paramount Pictures 45 years ago.
I cannot believe that.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
Wow. You know, I think we've all watched that. I mean, my children, my youngest is 18 and she went as Sandy for Halloween. You know, so that is one of those moments and those movies and the songs that we've all grown up with. That's a part of our life. And to know that was a big deal. Actually, here's something funny. One of our producers is named Rizzo. So every time I say, hey, Rizzo, I think of that movie because there was a character in the movie named Rizzo.
And you know, the funny thing is, Albany, when it was first presented to me, my manager, I was playing golf and I came off the 9th hole and he said, he had a script on his arm. He said, Paramount, there's a script here. They want you for this picture. I said, what is it?
Okay.
He says, called Grease. I said, what character? He said, Teen Angel. I said, pass. And he said, why? I said, pass. And I went and played the backside of the 18 holes. I came back in. He said, Frankie, they said, we will not take no. We at least could have a meeting with him. And I said, okay. So I go to Paramount. Randall Kleiser's director. Alan Carr is the producer, and we sit down and we talk about, why don't you want to do this picture? I said, because I was playing the Copacabana in New York City, and Grease had opened on Broadway. So they invited me to see, because it's my generation. I'm already 20 years making records and doing films. So I go see it. I said, and the character that you want me to play, to me, is an extension of Elvis Presley. Great. I love Elvis Presley, but it's not my style. You got to have long sideburns and a black leather jacket. They said, what do you mean? I said, I'm not that character. I've got my own style. They said, we'll change it. They changed it to all in white.
Oh, wow.
And they made me do it my style, coming down the steps and singing to Frenchie. So that's, and I never thought that this kind of, or this film would do what it's done around the world till this day. I think it's like the highest grossing musical ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you want to sing? Did you want to sing us a couple of lines?
Beauty school dropout, no graduation day for you. Beauty school dropout. That's enough.
I love it. I mean, it
Frenchie.
just makes you want to dance, and it makes you want to sing.
Great film. And all those kids were great. They're terrific.
Oh, my goodness. You know, as a reminder, we have a 2-pack or a 1-pack. The 1-pack, they're both 20% off. But here's the deal. The 1-pack is $31.95. The 2-pack is $47.95. It goes down to 79 cents, maybe 80 cents a serving. What are you going to buy for 80 cents? I can't go through the drive-through. Listen, you can find 80 cents in the floorboard of your minivan. I mean, it is one of those things that you think, this is a no-brainer. I don't have to drive to the store. I don't have to pick out the fruits and vegetables. I don't have to wash the fruits and vegetables. I don't have to cut up the fruits and vegetables. This is the day that you can say yes to you for less than 80 cents to get 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. And again, if you're just now joining us, by the way, there's a button right below. It makes it so easy. If you've never shopped with MARKET.live is all about social selling and shopping and sharing the good stuff. And we make it so easy with free shipping and handling. P.S.
Yes.
And I love you. I do see a question. Raymond says, clapping for you. He loves you, Frankie. If you're wanting to order this, so my mother-in-law lives in Maryland. I want her to have these. You can do bill to, ship to. So you can do an order and ship it to your loved ones. You can do an order and ship it to you. Make sure. Think about, this is the most kind and loving gift you can do. And that's what this is about. It's about love and health, Frankie. And it's part of your life for years, for decades.
Yeah. And you know what, Albany? It's really hard to fathom the fact that you're saying, you mean in these 2 capsules, I get all these fruits and vegetables and all the nutrients in 2 powdered capsules like this? Yes, it's technology. It's the way we do things. All the nutrients are there, not like a lot of the other products that are added vitamins and added minerals into, and you're getting a bite of the fruit and vegetable. No, you're getting the full taste of and the nutrients of the products.
Okay, I have to show this one more time because I had not done this before, but you can smell vegetables. You can smell fruits. This is the size. These are just traditional size capsules. Can you open them up and sprinkle them on your salads or in your smoothie because you don't want to take it? Absolutely. But what is it going to cost you? What is it going to cost you in energy, cost you in health and wellness? You know, I hear everybody say, Frankie, oh, take 10,000 steps a day, do weight training, do this, don't eat that. You've made it so easy. And as we were chatting yesterday, and I was hearing your calendar, you already said you're 83. You're still performing live concert. I mean, you were in Texas, I think in Longview just last month.
That's right. Yeah.
And this is how you're getting your health and your energy.
Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't be without it. I've been doing it for years and years and years. And like you said before, and I'll reiterate again, my family takes it and they won't do without it. I mean, they must have it. And a lot of people, once they start it, you're hooked.
So we're wrapping up. We have about 60 seconds left in this show. There is a button right down here. Just look to the bottom of your screen. You're going to get the button. You really only have one choice to make. Are you going to give yourself a month? Or are you going to give yourself 2 months? I will share with you limited quantities, especially at this price. And because the ingredients are natural, there's no genetic modifications. There's no gluten. There's no sugar. This is vegan friendly. That's why we have to do these in short batches. And when we're not trying to be ugly and we're saying, oh, we're only letting a certain number out, we can only put these out in certain runs. If there are enough and there's still quantity, you may pick up 2 sets or 3 sets, because I start to think, okay, it's me, my husband, my children, my mother-in-law. I need lots of these, and it's worth the investment to know that my kids have the right nutrients. Frankie, there's a lot of fake food out there. We're getting the essentials, and we're getting it in the smart. This is like smart food, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the GMO, nothing is sprayed on all of the products that we get from the fruits and vegetables, from the trees, from the ground. Nothing is sprayed with any synthetics to keep bugs away or this, that. This is what we get right away, and it's juiced for you, and all the nutrients in these 2 capsules. It's simple.
You know, Pam just said, thank you, Frankie, for the wonderful products. Shops a Lot just snagged a bottle. When you get yours home, my first thing I want you to do is I want you to take it in. I want you to take your 2 servings, and I want you to call your friends and say, Frankie Avalon just made me a fruit and veggie salad.
There you go.
Okay. I love it. Hey, Frankie, one other thing before we have to close. I just wanted to say, not only has this been a wonderful experience, I really want to say how proud, it almost sounds silly to say proud, but your music has touched so many. And you've done something that I don't know. Well, it's rare. I won't say I don't know anybody else, but I don't know anybody else. You've had a song hit #1 twice. Can we talk a little bit about that before we close?
That doesn't happen to very many recording artists. It happens to maybe on one hand or maybe 2 hands. But the song I did in 1959, as a matter of fact, this is the month that it was 65 years ago. My song Venus was #1 throughout the world. And a fella, Billy Terrell, came to me. He was a producer of recording. And he said, came to my house. I knew him from years ago. And he said, Frankie, I want you to do a remake of a song. I said, what song? He said, Venus. I said, no way. That's a classic song, classic record. Everything came together. He said, no, disco is coming in now. He's got by the piano and he started playing it in disco style. I said, I love it. Went into the studio. It became #1 again on Billboard. So it was #1 in 65 years ago. And in 1976, it was #1 again.
Wow. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you, Christy, for joining us. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Shops a Lot, Cherie. It has been so much fun. If you want to chat with Frankie after the show, you can always go to official Frankie Avalon on Instagram. I know you're on Facebook, but please watch Market.live. Watch what we've got going there. We're going to keep that buy button open for about 90 seconds if you want to get your order in. But Frankie, I have to tell you, this is a game changer. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for spending such a wonderful, authentic evening with us.
Thank you, Albany, and thank you all for watching. And I hope you take heed to what we're trying to convey to you. Thank you very much.
You guys have a great night, and good night. Bye.
And take the brightest stars up in the skies and place them in her eyes for me. Venus, goddess of love that you are, surely the things I ask can't be too great a task. Venus, if you do, I promise that I always will be true.
Thank you, sir. It was enjoyable, and I appreciate the time. Good luck to you.
Okay, thanks so much.
This is great. I appreciate it. Look forward to more shows, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.